Hi everybody, it's Casey. I wanted to do a quick video over a website that I found that I am in love with. It's called youngadultcancer.ca. It's a Canadian website, and it just has young adults on there that have cancer or had cancer, just talking about some of the issues that they've gone through, and I love that site. I was on that site for like 2 hours. It's such a bummer it's not in the States, because it sounds like they have a lot of stuff going on I'd like to get involved in, but I will put the link below in the description box of this video so you guys can go there. The videos that they have posted are actually YouTube videos as well. So, and I think it's Young Adult Cancer is their channel, so you might just be able to type it in YouTube and go and look at some of their videos. But the one that I really enjoyed the most was their video on isolation. You know, when I was going through, you know, all my treatments and testing and all that stuff, I remained very, very positive because, I needed to be. I needed to be positive for my family. I needed to be positive for my husband. And I think subconsciously I knew that if I was positive and everybody felt good, that it would kind of be okay, and that's what I needed to get through it. And that is exactly what I needed to get through it. I got through everything very well. Didn't mean it didn't suck, because it did, but I got through everything very, very well. And I liked myself before, but I really love the person that I've become now. You know, cancer changed that, but my focus was never really on the isolation or any of that stuff that I felt. And now that sorry, my nose is itchy. Now that I'm kind of in a different stage of this whole thing, I have some radiation to go through and then I'm done. But now that I'm out of the crazy chemo stages, I'm able to kind of look back a little bit and see things a little bit differently. So when I watched these isolation videos, I mean, it was like they were talking just like directly to me. I finally felt like somebody got it. And I didn't really know that before that anybody didn't get it. But now I really realize they didn't. And I'll kind of talk about that. But the very first guy on the video, he has Hodgkin's just like I did. And he said, cancer is the best way to weed out your friends. And that is totally true. As soon as I heard that, I had to stop the video because I was just like, oh my God. Like, this is normal? Like, my two best friends, known them since I was in elementary school, people. Long time ago. Like, shoot, almost 20 years. And I'm not that old, I'm 28. Two best friends, as soon as they found out I had cancer, stopped talking to me. Never heard a peep from them. Not a thing. And like my mom, kind of knew one of their mothers, and they would talk about me all the time. Her mom, how's Casey doing? And my mom would be like, she's okay, getting through this, getting through that. Still never heard a thing. So when that guy said it's the best way to weed out your friends, he was exactly right. You will really kind of figure out who cares for you and who doesn't. So that's not necessarily a fun thing to learn, but it is good in a way because it kind of teaches you what kind of a friend to be, you know. And if you're in a situation and this happens to someone else, and you don't know what to say, sometimes saying just that is enough. You know, if they would have said, Casey, I heard about this, and oh my God, I don't know what to say right now. I would have been like, hey, I understand, it's awkward, it's kind of crazy, but, at least they would have talked and said, I'm here, don't know what to say, but I'm here for you. That's all it takes. But that was a very personal isolation that I went through. Another one is that I think with your age group, you become completely unrelatable. Everyone else my age is focused on, who they're dating, maybe a new apartment they got for school, just a lot of different stuff like that. And my focus is on how my scans are going to come out. If there's going to be any surprises, if there's going to be anything really bad that I may not be able to get through. That is what my focus is. And, I've been able to keep my life relatively normal. My husband and I, we just got married in April. So, I tried to keep my home life as normal as I could. And, we bought a house in the middle of my chemo. And I'm a newlywed, so my focus, of course, was on that and keeping us stable. but I become unidentifiable, with other people that are my age. And if you do talk to, maybe someone new about it or your other friends, it gets really awkward really quick. And, some friends that I've talked to just out of the blue that I've discussed this with, the conversation ends and there's no attempt of a new conversation ever again, and that's difficult because it's just like, it's uncomfortable, it's awkward, so they just kind of leave you and drop you behind. So that's not fun. That's another area of isolation. And also, I never really looked at support groups or anything like that. My first chemotherapy, the nurse gave me like a booklet of support groups. And I will never forget this. The picture on the front was like an 80-year-old couple walking down a sidewalk with a lake behind them with like geese in it. And that's probably the first visual thing I saw that I was like, oh my God, this is not me at all. I never opened that thing because what was that going to offer me? How to write a will for my grandkids? That's not me. That's not my life. There was nothing for young adults, nothing. So it was just like, if it wasn't there, I didn't need it, maybe, but that's not true at all. You need it. You need to have someone to talk to. And, my husband was there, and my parents went to every chemo with me. So, I did have support. I absolutely did have support. But they still didn't get it. And that's not their fault. They did everything they could, but they hadn't been through it. And they still just did not get it. And it would have been really nice to talk to someone that really got it, It would have been awesome to find this website earlier, I think. But, and another one is when you go to your treatments, when you go to your sessions and stuff, everyone there is your parents' age or your grandparents' age. There's no one else that's your age. And if you do see someone that is your age, like I think I saw a girl once who was probably in her 30s. It's like when two little kids that don't know each other see each other for the first time, like they immediately walk over to each other and then they just kind of sit there and like stare and look at their clothes and they're just like, hi, I'm Casey. Do you want to hug me? Like weirdos. I just want to stare at her and be like, hi, can we be best friends? Like, oh my God, I probably sound like such a freak. I wonder if she thought that about me. I don't know. I never got to talk to her, but it's a complete isolation there. And my doctor was a male, probably in his 40s, and I don't think he really understood, what I was going through. And it's not like it was a fight of what I was going through, but I still needed someone, I think, to kind of help me break things down and maybe deal with some of that emotional part then. But also, I got through it really well, so maybe it was better the way it was. I don't know. But overall, I would really recommend watching those videos. They're easy to watch. It's all people our age talking. And if you are not my age, but maybe you have a son or a daughter or a child going through this, or just your buddy going through this, or husband or wife, whatever, watch them. Watch those videos because I think it'll really give you an insight as to what's going on in a young adult's head when they have to deal with something as serious and as solemn as cancer. So I definitely recommend. Again, I'll post the site on the description box so you guys can see it. But let me know what you think. Any comments or questions or anything. That's a great website. If you are in Canada, you are a lucky one. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.